My hair looks insane. But today I wanted to talk about the topic of being a humble person and why I will never fall for this scam. Ironically, it's exactly what everybody wants us to be. They'll tell you, humble yourself, you're too stuck up, or you think you're above everybody. When in all reality, when somebody's humble, you're just so easy to manipulate. You are so easy to control. You're more controllable. I will never, ever fall for this scam because it says so in the definition itself, to belittle yourself pretty much. And I am not a big fan of that. Every single humble person that I've ever met in my life they will put everybody else before themselves. Does God not tell you to put him first and you'll never be last? And coincidentally, we all have God within us. God is within all of us. So put him first and you'll never be last. In other words, you can't show up for others if you can't show up for yourself first. Water yourself. You have to pour into yourself first before you can show up in that same exact way for other people. Being humble is often code for don't make other people uncomfortable around me because my presence is too much for others. How we Hispanics like to say sometimes, whenever we come across somebody that's humble, they're usually very giving and they don't even expect much in return. They can pretty much give you anything. Hand them peanuts and they'll be so beyond grateful. We say in Spanish, le quieren ver la cara de pendeja a la gente. I honestly wouldn't know how to translate that in English, but basically it's very humiliating. They're seeing you as somebody that is stupid. Basically, that's what it means. I don't believe anybody should ever strive to be a humble person. Like, life in itself is already humble, so I don't understand why you would voluntarily go out of your way to humble yourself too. Life is full of loss, and I'm not crying, I swear. It's just a lot of wind in my face. Life is full of failure. It's full of loss. It is full of so much pain, and you still want to humble yourself voluntarily. You want to shrink yourself too. Sometimes we do need to be understanding of others and go out of our way to help others, but I don't believe it should be breaking your fucking back and not getting absolutely anything in return, because at that point te están viendo la cara de pendeja. You're the one going out of your way to do so much. They won't give you anything in return, little to nothing, and you're still grateful for it, and you do all of this just to be called a nice person or just to be liked. Why can't you show up for yourself in that way? Why can't you approve of yourself before anybody else can approve of you? Why do you allow other people outside of you to define who you are when you're the only one that knows you better than anyone else? You should be going out of your way to define yourself. You shouldn't let other people define who you are, because the second you do that, you're losing respect for yourself. Most importantly, life is too short to try to live up to other people's standards. One thing about people is they're never fucking happy. So why would you voluntarily go out of your way to be humble for other people? People are imperfect. You're trying to please imperfect humans. That's literally what you're doing. You're trying to please imperfect people. Another thing I wanted to talk about was never going back to old friendships, old relationships, old jobs, or any of that. What does this have to do with being humble? Most of the time, those relationships, you left them for a reason. Those jobs, you left them for a reason. And that reason was you're probably being humiliated or you're being belittled in some way. You left it for a reason. If it's not serving you no more, then the purpose of it in your life is done. That job, that friendship, that thing that you left behind already served its purpose. Don't go out of your way to be humble and accept things that you already left behind. Because if there's one thing about life, it's always moving. You're supposed to keep moving. In this universe, everything vibrates. Nothing stays still. You should always keep moving, and if you're gonna move in one direction, make sure that it's forward and not backward. When I say don't be humble, I'm not saying be careless of others. You have every right to care for other people. I am somebody that goes fucking overboard for somebody until I don't anymore. I believe in chances, but to a certain extent. Never give people chances, because at that point, you're not even being humble. You're just being idiotic, because you know exactly how people are, and if you know how that person is, why would you allow them to keep doing you like that? Or hypothetically, let's say this person changed, or that boss that fired you wants you back. Chances are it's to repeat the same old shit that they put you through, because if they knew they weren't in the wrong, why would they even ask for another chance? Personally, when people have done me wrong in the past, I have never been the one to take them back. They have been the one to come back to me Oh my god, I wonder why. Let me know if you guys like the videos where I'm like sitting down in like my room or something, or if you guys like these better. Because personally, I kill two birds in one stone doing this, getting my daily run and talking to you guys. So my content is mostly manifestation, self-improvement, mindset shifting, reality creation, but honestly, I don't want to be put in a box. In my videos, honestly, take with you what resonates and leave what doesn't. Another thing about being humble, people will go as far as you let them. It's just human nature. I don't believe in such thing as evil. Everybody does bad things ultimately to feel good. Goodness is the reason they do anything. Sometimes we need to understand that we cannot be victims of those people, okay? There comes a time where you just know. Life is already way too much in and of itself. Humility is a form of people pleasing as well. And all of this is from somebody that grew up as a people pleaser. I always did things just to feel relatable, and the majority of the time is we would much rather be someone that everybody else relates to than to stand out from everyone and to feel isolated. But nope, we need to be brave enough to stand out. It's just the way life is. Nobody will think the same. Imagine if we all did. This video is for people that resonate with it. If you don't like my content, I don't know what you're even doing here. You have the free will to get the fuck out. Literally, no one's forcing you to watch you're the one willingly going out of your way to do it. So this video is mostly for people that just are sick of trying to fit into a certain box, trying to fit this nice girl or nice guy aesthetic. I don't fucking know. Just know that you were not born to please other people. You're born here and you're put on this earth for a purpose. Fulfill your purpose. Live life the way you believe is your right, the way you believe is your truth. The moral of the video is quit trying to be so fucking relatable and just stand the fuck out. And don't be afraid of that. It's God within you that you have, so who should you even fear? Who or what exactly?